Hey, Johnny.
Hey everybody. Hey Michael, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Wonderful. Perfect. Good to be here.
Glad to have you on. Glad to have you on. So I kind of wanted to dive into a little bit about what you're doing and a little bit more about Wyre as well. So I guess my first question would be, could you give us a quick intro about like who you are and what is your role with Wyre?
Sure. I'll give you a quick. My name is Johnny B. I'm the partnerships lead here with Wyre. We are a fiat to crypto on ramp provider that provides custodial solutions, on ramps, off ramps, and my role is to work with ecosystem players and builders who, are looking to integrate our services and our infrastructures.
And for us, getting into the NFT space as well as like just a quick thing is like, can you tell me some of like your favorite NFT projects right now?
Well, without getting too deep down the rabbit hole and showing how much of a degen I'm at, uh, you know, a lot of my favorite, projects right now include, Crypto Mores, CloneX, Art Blocks, Crypto Toads, Karafuru, Alien Friends, and then a bunch more that I'm grinding for the whitelist spot on. So, I could probably go on for 10 minutes talking on this, but I'll just leave it with that right now.
Yeah, everyone's chasing the whitelist spots, but yeah, would love to hear about like kind of like the metaverses you're either like playing or like watching right now too.
Well, in terms of like metaverses, dialing it back, I'm a huge fan and was a huge fan and user of Decentraland. I remember taking part in their initial land sale back, I guess it was
It's like
December
2017,
2017.
16, 17.
And I
Yeah.
think it was called the Terraform event back in the day. Yeah. And so I think, I really saw the vision like for the virtual worlds and open world gaming. My background came from payments, so I saw the first use case in payments, and then I saw Decentraland. So I was a huge fan of Minecraft, like I'm sure a lot of these users are as well, like GTA, many of the open world style video games. So it just made sense that metaverses were going to be the next logical step in the evolution of the gaming industry. And so, on that note, I'm also a huge fan of Superworld and kind of what Harish is building over there. So, I could talk for hours on this, but I'll just leave it with that.
Yeah, there's so many different metaverses that are opening right now. Like it's kind of like similar to like the NFT boom. We're starting to see a lot of companies now release out their product. And yeah, so kind of like to jump back a little bit and kind of like hear a little bit about Wyre. Like what is Wyre currently doing in this space and like what are their like products or like what are you guys building at Wyre?
For sure. Touching on Wire, we provide a variety of world class payment APIs. They integrate into platforms, apps, a lot of leading platforms. It's really Wire's mission is to pave the road for compliant, efficient, secure payment rails into the most open and inclusive monetary infrastructure in the world right now. Many of you might recognize the name and recognize us when you go to purchase Ethereum within MetaMask. Or if you go to fund your account with another part of our partner applications, you'll see our checkout widget. Or a lot of our partners will just white label our card processing APIs or bank accounts. We enable our partners to bridge their users directly into the platform, as opposed to users having to go to an exchange or go to a different provider, bridge funds, move them to a wallet. We enable our partners to give their users that functionality directly within their platform to enable higher retention rates and more usage of their platform. Honestly, the work we're doing right now is kind of mind blowing. We have some more incredible news coming up in April in the pipeline, but I'm sure you're going to hear about it later at a later date. Not right now, though.
Can't share any alpha right now. Yeah, but like it's a lot easier because like imagine like the user is trying to just onboard and they're like, all right, I gotta buy it from here, send it to here. Like it takes a lot of time just to even get onto like OpenSea. Like people had to do a lot of different types of things just to get crypto onto OpenSea. But like where do you see the industry moving towards in like the next coming months or even a year's time frame?
For sure. I think the industry as a whole is moving towards a more user friendly, easier to navigate dApps platforms across all verticals. So, regardless if that's an NFT platform enabling USD transactions or whether that's DeFi, gaming, metaverse, I see a lot of builders right now kind of moving away from crypto slang, tech jargon, and even just like how they build their apps. They're making them more user friendly language. Even the design of these platforms themselves are now easier to access and even to understand. I remember the first iteration of DeFi being so complicated with like how is a regular user who just wants to earn yield going to navigate a DeFi app? Like, it's ridiculous. So a huge piece of the puzzle is going to be enabling users to navigate platforms easier, buy assets easier, like NFTs directly within their platform, versus like jumping across different platforms, bridging assets, learning how to do a wallet. So yeah, lowering that level and barrier of entry is for sure the next iteration and what's going to bring users into the space.
Yeah, and we kind of like saw with like, people are now like searching up videos, like NFT search videos are like now starting to be like really popular. Just for them, it's all about the education side. It's like, oh, how do I do this as easy as possible? I just want this NFT. I don't want to jump through a
Mhm.
hundred loopholes. But so how does that tie into like Wire? And it's like what is Wire is doing in the space?
For sure. Well, of course, like Wire's leading the space and what we do in a lot of different areas. But a few items I'm gonna like want to point out that truly sets us apart is our ability to integrate into a wide range of platforms, a wide range of developer tools, and it really gives developers, builders that added flexibility when integrating our services. It's not just like our service works with one platform or developer platform. It's very flexible in what we do. Some ways we tackle card processing and within the gaming, NFT, and like Metaverse space comes down to a lot of our strategic partnerships, who we work with in the space and payment processing, the relationships we've built. I mean, we've been in this space a very long time. It's not like we just popped up in the last year or, we've decided to add crypto as a service of what we're doing. We've been doing this a long time and, we built strong relationships with our partners. So what we're doing in the NFT space definitely enables a higher conversion rate and provides less friction for users when purchasing these digital goods.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's obvious you guys have a lot of partners. Like I would say, like what exciting names or companies that are
Mhm.
that you could share, of course, the alpha that Wire is kind of like working with.
Ooh, well, this one I could riff a while again as well, but uh, there's a lot of exciting names that we're working with. Some ones that I'll touch on right now. One I'm really hyped about is Treasure Chess and Chess.com. You're going to see this marketing push kind of mid-April on that. We've integrated our checkout widget with them, and that was a big part of moving that partnership forward. Super excited about that. Some other names people might recognize might be Nifty's or Skyweaver. Some people have played that, I'm sure. Other big names that are entering the space as well that Wire is a part of include GameStop. And also, we're like you just touched on your previous talk, LimeWire. Wire's providing a lot of the back end infrastructure for that launch. And one of our legends internally, Jamal, is also sitting on the board of that company. So it's exciting to be part of these Web 2.0 companies that are coming into the space. And, it's fun to be part of these conversations and just see the transition of like the space in general. So.
I may or may not have been a very active user of LimeWire. So yeah, it's great to kind of have them, integrate over. And so for like in terms of like chain coverage, like which chains does Wire support? And can you kind of like tell us a little bit about like what sort of protocols are you like integrating with as well?
For sure. I think it's good to know that as a business, Wire is highly focused on expanding our coverage, not only of assets but protocol coverage. We highly focused on the developer ecosystem. Being available for them and providing them access to like the tools that they need to build and bridge users in. So, I truly believe the more assets and chains you can support, the more users you're going to be able to convert to crypto, and also have more coverage on more incredible platforms. Like LimeWire, GameStop, Chess.com, and Treasure Chess. So in terms of chains that we're integrated with right now, coverage includes BTC, Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche. A big part of our team right now is at the Avalanche Summit, and our director of partnerships, Alex, just spoke on a panel over there. Algorand, Flow, huge partners with Stellar, Palm, and Loopring.
Yeah,
So you get,
that's a
it's a
wide
wide
list.
range of assets, wide range of protocols. It's incredible. I love it.
That's good because then you can kind of bridge everyone from all the communities. And yeah, so for like for everyone in the audience that's listening in, like how would they be able to, you know, reach out to you, find you, and like learn more about you as well?
For sure. I think if any of you want to reach out to the Wyre team right now, you can easily reach us at sales@sendwyre.com on email. You can also reach myself at john@sendwyre.com, or you can reach us on our socials at Twitter, sendwyre, and then Twitter, Mr. Coinmeister. So that might not be as hard to find. But yeah, definitely john@sendwyre.com and sales@sendwyre.com. Happy to speak to any of you builders and who are looking to bridge the next bit of users into your platform in an easy way.
Excellent. And thanks for you know, taking the time out today to come on and kind of let us know a little bit more about Wyre.
Perfect. Thanks, Michael.
All right. Thanks, Johnny. Have a good one.